Next up, please welcome the founder and editor-at-large of the website and blog Black Girl Nerds, the best kind of nerds. Please welcome Jamie Broadnax.
Well, thank you so much to the CDT and to Brian for inviting me out to talk to all of you today. It's an honor and a privilege. I am the founder and editor-at-large of blackgirlnerds.com. We're an online publication that reports on entertainment journalism and news. And I wanted to start by sharing some personal anecdotes and go back and give you the backstory before I talk about the future. So for those of you that are here that are taking notes, I'm going to give you 3 life points, and those of you that are watching via the live stream, those three life points are rejection, taking risks, and being creative. So rejection, it sucks. I don't think there's anybody in this room that has not had experience with rejection at some point or another. And trust me, I know it all. Started with 9th grade. I remember in my science class, asked a guy out. He flatly said no. And it cut me deep. I remember actually, I had this job working for a telecommunications company. And I'm a very creative person. I've been built for creativity. So even though this job paid the bills and it was a very secure job to have, it was data entry kind of work. It was not something that I was built for. So what I decided to do was find something in that company, since I was going to be stuck in the company, and find something creative, which was marketing. So I applied and got rejected at every turn. I didn't have any experience in marketing, so that was probably a part of it. And then I decided, you know what, I'm going to take advantage of the company's tuition reimbursement program, and I'm going to go to school, and I'm going to get my marketing degree. And that's exactly what I did. I got my marketing degree, so I applied and got rejected. I applied 80 times for various positions within the company. 80 times. I said 80 times. And I was actually flown up to corporate twice, so I figured, all right, they're flying me out, they're putting me in a fancy hotel. This whole interview thing is just like a formality, like I got the job. And not so much. Taking risks. So that is something I'm also familiar with, and maybe all of you in this room maybe haven't taken risk, or we've taken smaller risks than others. It's been more conservative than others. With taking risk, I remember when my friend, who I went to film school with, I went to film school in Virginia, shortly after he graduated, he's actually from New York City. He moved back and pursued a position with the Law and Order production. And he was like, hey, Jamie, there's an opportunity to work on a TV pilot. The job is yours. Do you want it? I'm like, of course, yes, I will take the job. When does it start? It starts tomorrow. So within literally 24 hours, packed my overnight bag, which oddly enough was already kind of waiting and ready for me, and I moved to New York City, never living there, never knowing how to navigate the streets of the city, and my job was actually to drive around, pick up scripts, drop off coffee, bagels to the production crew. And there was some inclement weather, and I did not know my way around the city, and I remember even being late getting there because I didn't understand how the train station worked there. I took the 1 instead of the 2, and was completely late and didn't know the difference between local trains and express. And I remember at the end of the day, the production office manager said, well, Jamie, did a great job today, but don't bother coming in tomorrow. Appreciate it. So I experienced rejection and taking a risk in a very creative job all at the same time. And you're probably wondering, okay, what does this have to do with the future of online speech and the future of digital communication? It has everything to do with it. I think by experiencing rejection, it builds our character. It allows us to be able to see the things that we thought we knew was in front of us. It gives us a redirection into a bigger purpose. Had I not been rejected 80 times, I wouldn't have decided to move out on my own to another city that I wasn't that familiar with and actually have a season of solitude and find a space for women that were like me. And I created an online platform that's grown substantially to this day. So what I want to tell all of you guys, for those that are watching that want to become digital innovators, podcasters, bloggers, creators, rejection, when it happens for you, you keep going. That means you're on the right path. For those of you that decide taking risk is not something I'm ready to do and you want to shrink back, you got to do it. Because if you don't take that risk, somebody else is going to do it. And be as creative as possible. I think creativity is something that we're all built for. Everybody in this room is creative. Everybody that's watching the live stream is creative. You can't be a part of the tech industry and not be creative. The internet was built by creative minds. So be creative, do something different, be weird, be unique, be obscure, go against the grain. Don't conform to the status quo. That's what's going to separate you from everyone else. That's what's going to let you become the tomorrow of today. The future is looking for us. What does that mean? It means that the fruit that we bear today will be the very things that people are looking for in the next generation. Thank you so much for listening.
Pass it up.